Hi, welcome to Mark's English Academy, the place to learn English fast. Are you an Asian student who's thinking of studying abroad? If you are, I want to talk to you right now. Did you know that 40% of Asian students drop out of Ivy League universities? Okay, the term Ivy League refers to all the top universities in the northeastern part of the United States. So universities like Harvard or Yale or Princeton, okay, the top universities. 40% of Asian students drop out. And that's crazy because these universities have some of the highest retention rates around the world. Now, a retention rate means that the student stays at the university and graduates. They finish their studies. Okay, so these universities have about a 95% retention rate. That means 95% of their students stay at the university and graduate. So why is it that 40% of Asian students drop out before finishing their studies? I'll tell you, it's because they have a really hard time with Western culture. They have a hard time with the food, they have a hard time with the language, they have a hard time with people. Okay, all these challenges, it makes it very hard to study abroad. Trust me, I've studied abroad. I've studied in Germany and I've done lots of traveling, so I know how challenging it is to live in another country. Okay, I've lived in more than 5 countries. And Germany's the only, no, I've studied in Germany and I've studied in the UK. Okay, the UK is not as challenging for me because they speak English in the UK, but Germany, that was challenging. Okay, it's going to be hard if you want to study in another country. It's going to be harder than you think. I was talking with a Chinese woman recently who was planning on studying in the United States. And I was talking about some of the hard things that she's going to experience over in while she's studying in the US. And she said, "Oh, those are small things." I said, "Yeah, those are small things, but it's the small things that become the big things, that become the most frustrating things to deal with. And then you just want to throw it all away and you want to go back to your home country, because in your home country, you're comfortable and you can relax." Okay, now when I was in Germany, it was all the small things that frustrated me the most, like doing laundry, washing clothes. It's easy to wash clothes, right? Well, do you understand everything that is written on a washing machine? Okay, I don't even understand everything that's written on a washing machine in English. Okay, when I went to Germany, it was terrible. I wanted to kill those washing machines. So, you know, these small things really, they add up, and then you get frustrated and you just want to quit and you want to go home. Okay, I have seen Asian students have a really hard time studying in another country. Okay, Asian For some reason, Asians love their own food. Okay, Chinese people love Chinese food. Indian people love Indian food, and they don't like other people's food. Koreans love Korean food. Japanese love Japanese food. They don't eat in the cafeteria where everybody else eats. They eat in their own dormitory room. Okay, they sit in their dorm room and they make their kimchi noodles, or they have their Indian food or their Chinese food. Okay, so it's really hard, because if they're eating food in their apartment, they're missing out on the social life, making friends, integrating into the culture, the people, the language. It's very easy to become isolated when you're studying in another country. Okay, it's really hard. Making friends is different. Okay, if you're from China, you have lots of friends in China. How are you going to make friends in Canada or the UK? Or if you're from, Korea or Japan, you're gonna need to know how to succeed in a Western culture. And I want to help you with that. I don't just want to teach you English. I want to teach you English and how to succeed in a Western culture. Okay, if you know English, that's great, but that's only some of the problem. You've only solved half the problem. Now you need to know the other half of the problem. Okay, so I teach my students English, but I also teach my students English culture. Okay, if you would like to become one of my students, just go to my website, marksenglishabacademy.com, and there you'll see the different courses that I offer. So I teach all my students, if you take, for example, if you take a business English course, I teach business English in a Western culture context, okay? So you would learn business English and you would learn Western culture. So all my courses are teaching English, but also from the perspective of a Western culture. So they prepare you to work in an English-speaking culture. They're also very important if you want to stay in your own culture, in your own country and work. For example, at a bank in your own country, then the business English course would still be very helpful, but you will learn how to succeed in an English-speaking country as well. Okay, if you don't want to become one of my students, you can still ask me questions over on my Facebook page. Just search for Marks English Academy on Facebook and ask me any questions about culture or about language, about anything you want. Okay, I want to be a resource to help you succeed when you're studying in another country. Okay, I don't want to see you be in the 40%. If you're in the 40% and you drop out, that makes me sad. It makes me sad when I see these numbers, because it doesn't have to be that way. Asian students are really smart. Asians are some of the smartest people in the world. Okay, there's no reason why 40% should be dropping out of these top universities. They should be succeeding. Okay, there should be 100% success rate and 0% dropout rate, because Asians are smart, but they have challenges with the culture and with the language, and I want to help you with that. So I wish you all the best in your studies. Good luck, and maybe I'll see you in one of my courses. Take care.